Chapter 7, Lesson 6, Percent of Change. Okay, the percent of change is a ratio that compares the change in quantity to the original amount. Okay, now down here is the equation. This is actually on the back side of your notes. We'll talk about that in a minute. But if the percent of change is positive, then that means it is a percent of increase. If it is negative, it is a percent of decrease. Now, on the back side of your notes, it gives you a place to put the equation. The equation is we take the amount of change, so we subtract the original price from the new price. So we take that new amount and subtract it by the original amount, and then we put that over the original amount. So if it's going up, it's going to be a positive number. If it's going down, it's going to be a negative number. Okay, now an example is Marianne had 318 stamps. Now she has 273 stamps. Find the percent of change and tell if it's a percent of increase or decrease. So I'm going to take the final amount, 273. I'm going to subtract that by 318, the original amount, and I'm going to put it over 318. Now, when I do that on my calculator, I get negative 45 over 318. And when I do that on my calculator, I get about negative 0.141509. So again, to find a percent, 2 places. So it is a negative 14. We'll round to the nearest tenth. 2% of change. And that is a percent of decrease. And I know that because it's negative. I also know that because she started with 318. She went to do 73, it's going down, so it's a percent of decrease. Okay, markup. Markup is when a store buys something or manufactures something, and then they turn around and sell it for an amount that is increased because they need to make a profit. So that is the markup. The selling price is when we talk about the new price of the item that the customer has to pay. Okay, to find markup, we can do 2 things. One thing is we can either find the amount of the markup, how much more they're going to charge, and add it back to the cost. The second method is we can find the total percent, and that just find the percent of the new price. Right, let's look at an example. We'll do it 2 ways. We'll do method 1 and method 2. Okay, so if a store pays $42 for a pair of rollerblades and the markup is 25%. So method 1 says, okay, find the markup. So 25% of 42. And that would give me $10.50. And then I add that back to the $42, and the store is going to sell the roller skates for $52.50. Okay, method 2 says, well, the store is obviously going to charge 100% of the value, which is the $42, but they're also going to charge 25% more. So the store's charge is 125% of the $42. So if I do my calculator, 1.25 times 42, I will also get $52.50. Okay, the next thing we're going to look at is discount. So discount is when we take a regular price and we decrease it to make it a lower price. Something's on sale. So method 1, again, is we can find the amount of the discount, how much they're going to take off of the price, and then subtract it from the price. Or method 2 is just find the total percent that I'm actually going to pay and find that of the cost. So again, we'll do this method 1 and method 2. Method 1, method 2. So summer sports is having a sale. A volleyball is marked at $59, but it's on sale for 65% off the original price. Find the sale price. So method 1 says, find 65% of 59. And when I do that, I find that my discount is $38.35. And then I subtract that from the 59. And I find that I'm going to have to pay $20.65. Or method 2 says, well, if I don't have to pay 100% of the price is $59, but I don't have to pay for 65% of it. So I actually have to pay 35% of the price. So 35% of the $59 is also going to give me $20.65.